this is one of the hardest things to do. And I can tell you, as a director, it's really, really difficult. You get a script, you're starting to read it, and we're assuming before you start reading, it's something that you're being asked to consider to direct, or along those lines. This may be something you're going to work on. Or not, but let's assume that you are. The most difficult thing to do while reading it is to not direct it. Now, I can tell you as a director, I start reading something and I see directorial problems immediately or directorial opportunities immediately, and I go, oh, wow, I know who I could cast in that role, or I know where we could shoot. Suddenly my mind is directing. My mind is figuring out how to get this thing that I'm reading, which I haven't finished reading yet, up onto the screen. And I haven't given the story a chance to impact me. I have taken a side street. The hardest thing to do is sit down. Can I sit down with this story, which happens to be a script, but it's a story in script form, and can I just read it and emotionally respond to it? Just respond. Like we all do when we go to see a movie, hopefully. We sit down and just respond. It's going to be my first and only time I get to do this without knowing the story. So my response the first time through is really crucial. So what I suggest to a lot of directors to do, and this is in one of my books, Directing Feature Films, it's a thing I call the script wash. Can you sit down with a script, take a script, nothing written in it except the script itself, none of your notes, read it, and as you're reading it and as you're responding to it, can you note what your response is? Not your directing eye, your reader eye, your audience eye. When you're moved, when you feel sad, when you feel confused, when you feel intrigued. Wow, what's going to happen to him? Ooh, this is an interesting, oh, I wasn't expecting that. In other words, can you note, and I mean it seriously, write it in. Right in there. What you're thinking and feeling as you're going through the script. As you're responding to the characters, as you're responding to the events. Even, this doesn't make sense. I don't understand why they're doing this. And maybe 3 pages later, oh, I get it. That's a response. That's an audience's response to the story. Can you do that? You need to do that. Because basically in the making of the film, that's what you're expecting the audience to do. You have to create something that they're going to do that. And this, your emotional journey through the film is sort of a guide for where you want to do it. Actually, what you want, since you can only make the film for one person, you want to create something on the screen that now does the same thing to you now as that script did the first time you read it. That's your goal.